Bambini time.
Bambini, Bambini.
My name is Raya Erica Tando, aka DJ Switch. Keep watching Bambini Show on GH1.
Keep watching Bambini Show from Global Educational Center. Yeah!
This is Mr. Edward Full, Director of Talented Royals International School. Keep on watching Bambini Show. Look, they are
B for bravery, A for great achievers, and for masters of masters. E because we brilliant, are intelligent kids, and we are so nice. I will definitely infinite. Bambini.
Hey Bambini lovers, it's your #1 children's TV program, The Bambini Show. We bring you nothing but the best of kids' topics to discuss, which are not just beneficial for them, but is also equally beneficial for adults as well. And may I remind you that the intellectual aspect of your words is our priority. My name is Dede and I'm going to be your host. Today we are at Miniville Classic Academy inside East Legon, Ajengano with these sweet, lovely potential firefighters. And you can see I'm fully dressed. I'm ready. Are you ready to be a firefighter? Anyway, so join us. You don't want to miss out on the details. Join us. Stay glued to your TV set. Get your pens and your pencils and your jotters by you. Take or jot down a couple of things. You will need them because they are very, very educated. So today we are going to fight fire. Are you ready? Okay, let me see you wearing your hat. Today we mean business.
Bambini time.
Bambini, Bambini. I'm a
Medindi Abba Hackman, no wajina pen a etusu insia. Mani ninsema mibeke. Yatuni dinse adepa hoyena. Mechinchim bia nansankesiaga. Ananta nantunkuto. Menamanopa neria. Anajino dasun. Shefimumba. Emikatu adan menanto. Nananto adan me atnase. Mesinise mare kamranyawa. Menina minsansasa. Adepa binfimumba. Obaya kaye. Seminko Legon Epuefim, a honey ne power. Kwesi Mantin so kaye. Nanso, Bibubu Nyagumasum, the any haraka meaning to say, and Dasuni Nyasa. Nanso, Nano Fidano, Fida a o subrane to anopa, ne area bob premito ben. A honey missing metimaso JJ, and Camfuna Bodin, Nyamtuna asa, Ericoso with Fishemu, a yadasem, or your bar Nyamphobie. Or son of Gloria, or no Wakasfa, or no Wakaye Mobin Yabida, or Kafas Suku Pombiaba, a Hona Mpintin and Rita Bedi, Nanso a yampa say at the Pahuyena, Medase.
Bambini time.
Hello, my name is DKB. I am 4 years old. The title of my poem is Keep Watching Bambini Show. Keep watching Bambini Show so that you will live long. Keep watching Bambini Show so that doomsday will stop. Keep watching Bambini Show so that your party will win election. Thank you. Obawo.
Bambini time.
Hello, cherished viewers, and welcome to another wonderful episode of the Bambini Show. And we are at Miniville Classic Academy inside East Legon, Ajengano, and we are here with the amazing kids here who are aspiring to be firefighters. As you can see, we have a special resource person in our midst who will enlighten us today about how to fight fire in case there is a fire outbreak. My name is Dede, and I'm going to be your host. But before anything, let me remind you that Bambini Show is hosting a Bambini Kids Party on the 1st of December 2017 at the Fort Sutherland Park. There's going to be a lot of food, a lot of drinks, a lot of ice cream, a lot of games, face painting, dancing competition, boogie boogie. I know you like to dance. I like to dance as well. There's going to be so many activities that's going to take place because it's going to be a festive season. So don't miss it. I'm going to be there. Come Bambini lovers and let's have fun. Well, today, like I mentioned earlier, we are inside Miniville Classic Academy with these amazing kids, and we'll be having an in-depth education about firefighting. And before that, I always say that getting acquainted is very, very necessary. So before anything, we get to know each other, then we set the ball rolling. All right, so my dear, let's hear your name. Then.
My name is Salma.
Okay.
My name is Kukwa.
Okay.
My name is Brianna.
Okay.
My name is Maddox.
Okay.
My name is Menelik.
My name is Ron.
My name is Duke.
All right, so we've all heard their names and their potential firefighters. Now, before anything, I'm going to give the opportunity to our resource person to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about what firefighting is. Welcome to the Bambini Show.
Thank you.
It's nice having you around.
I'm also glad being here today.
Okay, can you tell us about your name and just a bit about yourself?
Well, actually, my name is Division Officer Grade 1, Prince Billy Anaglate. I'm the head of public relations of the Ghana National Fire Service.
Okay.
Yes, I joined the fire service in 1990 after my sixth form. Okay. And thereafter, I went through to have my diploma in public relations. Okay. I went ahead to have the top of that first degree, and I had my master's thereafter.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is about myself. Yeah.
Wow, I think that's interesting. So before the kids start asking the question, you can see before us there are two things. One looks like a ball, and the other one obviously is a fire extinguisher. So let me just briefly ask him to explain to us what these things are and what they are meant for. So.
Well, they are all fire extinguishers. The one that we have here is the fire extinguisher itself. Okay. That is used to fight basic fires, or it's a first aid fire fighting an appliance. Okay. That anybody in your home, in your offices, you need to have the fire extinguisher there, that in case of any fire, because every big fire starts with something small. So when you have the fire at its incipient stage and you have the extinguisher, you should be able to use it. Okay. And then what would have been a disaster will be reduced to the barest minimum. Okay. The other one is the fireball. It's also a fire extinguisher. It's a fireball. What it is that it's been realized that many people find it difficult to use the actual fire extinguisher for fear of getting close to the fire. Okay. So they've gone in to manufacture the fireball, that at what distance that you can be, yours is to ensure that you throw it to get to the fire and it will explode to extinguish the fire. So all these two things that we have there are all fire extinguishers. Okay,
so with the fire extinguisher bowl, is there any regulator around it, or they've made it in such a way that it can sense the fire and it will explode by itself?
Yes, you can also fix it onto your fire zones. If I talk of a fire zone in your premises, if it is on top of your gas cooker, the gas cooker there is the fire zone. If it's on top of your generator, you can fix it there. Then automatically, in case your gas cooker is on fire, your generator is on fire, your air conditioner is on fire, as long as it is fixed above it, it is manufactured to have an ambient temperature at which it would explode. So when the fire gets to it and it reaches the ambient temperature, whether you are there or not, it will explode to extinguish the fire for you. So, however, you don't need any knowledge in using it. As of what you have to know, the operative mechanism for the extinguisher is to follow the procedures. With the fireball, anybody at all, your grandmother somewhere can also pick it and throw it into the fire.
Okay, so DOP.
Division Officer or DO Prince Billy Anaglate.
Okay, the fire extinguisher bowl, is it heavy?
Well, it is heavy to some extent, but not that much for anybody could pick and throw. So you can feel it by yourself and see how it.
But it has a little bit of weight. So. Okay, so who wants to feel it? Okay, so everybody will have a feel of it. Just be patient, it will be your turn. Okay, so you feel it for a second. Okay, but mine is okay. Cooper, is it heavy?
The fire extinguisher ball, as you can see, with the extinguisher itself, it is not allowed for children to use this type of extinguisher.
Okay.
But with the ball, anybody at what age, provided you can pick it and throw it to the fire, that one you are allowed to do it. But with the extinguisher, we normally said for kids, small children, it is normally not good for them. Well, if you don't use it properly, it can really cause injury to whoever might be using it wrongly. So
okay.
with the extinguisher or anybody at all. That is what I was saying, that even the old lady who do not know much about any of these basic fire mechanism will also access it and use it to extinguish fire.
Okay, so when you were talking, you said something that you can fix it on your gas cooker or a generator or something. Won't the heat from those things, even without them catching fire, won't they cause it to explode?
Not at all. That is what I said. It is being manufactured to have an ambient temperature at which it would, explode.
Okay.
But with the normal heat from the cooker, it's not enough to trigger off the bulb from exploding until it is, fire that really will reach the ambient temperature.
All right, so I guess I've asked a lot of questions. Let me just allow my beautiful kings and queens, future firefighters, to start asking their questions. All right, so.
Does one need a level of education to be a firefighter?
Yes, exactly. Those days when the firefighting was massive application of water, these days it is chemistry of combustion. That you need to be well educated, you need to have scientific knowledge before you be able to understand the rudiment of the fire process itself. It's a chemistry of combustion that you need to know what type of chemicals that are coming together, how their reactions will be. That is how you'll be able to determine the extinguishing medium. It is true that when you use the wrong extinguishing medium for a wrong fire, you end up injuring yourself or even killing yourself. So you need to be highly educated before you become a firefighter. Not only do you have to be highly educated, but you need to be courageous. You need to be prepared to exchange your life for somebody. You need to be ready to die for somebody. That is why it is important that before you become a firefighter, it is God's calling that you need to ensure that as you are going, that might be your last, time of going to fire. So you are prepared, you get in there, and then you do what is expected of you.
Don't worry, God is in control. Okay, can we have our next question? Kukwa.
What is firefighting?
What is firefighting? Firefighting is ability and the practical way of ensuring that the process of fire itself is broken. It's a chain of combustion. You should ensure whichever means that you use to extinguish it. There are various means by which we fight the fire. You can use water to fight the fire. If you are using water to fight the fire, we say that is cooling, because you are reducing the temperature of the burning process below its ignition temperature, so the fire will definitely go. So yes, firefighting is an ability of anybody at all, ensuring that it's cut into the process of burning.
Kuku, are you okay? Okay, can we have our next question?
Come again. A firefighter is anybody at all who has the training into firefighting, who is recognized by any firefighting training department and have all that it takes to fight fire at any point in time that is called to fight it. So it's not anybody who will see fire, any ordinary person seeing fire and going to fight it, that is called a firefighter. You need to receive the theoretical training, you need to receive the practical training, and that would you will be given a certificate to ensure that you have undergone all this training and you have all that it takes to fight the fire. Then you are a firefighter.
What are rules of
the rules of firefighting? First of all, you should, like I stated earlier, you should be ready to give out your life for somebody. It means that when you get to the scene, you should be able to determine if anybody is trapped in the fire. And the first thing you should do is to get in at where the person is trapped to ensure that you rescue the person. The second one is also to determine that if anybody around the area is there that you think could also have any effect of the burning process, then you should also find a way of trying to protect those people as well before you even begin fighting it. But before you fight it, you should identify the burning process. There are various classes of fires. They are categorized into various classes. So you should determine if it is class A fire. Class A fires are solid materials on fire. Or you determine if it is class B fire. Class B fires are flammable liquids. Or class C fire, which is gases. If gas is on fire, it is taken to be class C. So you determine all this before you know how you should be able to fight it and the medium of extinguishing that you need to fight it. So you don't get into a fire ground like firemen getting with a fire ground. Then the public expect that the moment they get there, they should quickly start fighting. No, you need to follow the rules. Determine if there is anybody in. You should be able to know what exactly is burning before you do it. If you wrongly jump the road, you will either spread the fire or even injure people that are around. So you need to follow the rules when you get to the fire ground.
Okay, so let's have our next question.
What's the first thing firefighters do when there's a fire outbreak?
The first thing they do is that they need to have the information that there is fire outbreak somewhere. The moment they get to know that there is fire outbreak somewhere, they quickly have to jump into their protective equipment.
Like mine.
Yes, as they are in the vehicle, they will be dressing into their protective equipment. And then as they are moving, they will be watching out to see if there could be signs of smoke that would direct them to wherever the fire is. When they get to where the fire is, they look out for water hydrant. Water hydrant is a metal pipe fitting that is shipped on the main water system, where the firemen have to take water from for firefighting. You take water from hydrant because it will give you uninterrupted water supply. So when you are able to locate your water hydrant and you start fighting the fire with the water in the tender, then you connect your hoses to the hydrant and to the vehicle so that there will be continuous flow of water in fighting the fire. But unfortunately, we don't have these hydrants in most of the communities. So we get into the fire ground. Within 10 minutes, the water is exhausted from the vehicle. Then we have to go out, looking out for water to replenish before we come back. But we also agree that when we move out, the fire will not be waiting for us. It will begin to start burning. That is why you see the public telling us that, oh, we got to the scene without water in the vehicle. But that is wrong. We have never gotten to the fire scene without water in the vehicle. It is when there is no hydrant that we are forced to use the water in the vehicle continuously. So within 8 to 10 minutes, it's finished.
Okay.
So when we get there, we look out for hydrant as well.
Okay.
Can anybody be a firefighter?
No, not anybody at all that can be a firefighter. Like I stated earlier on, you need to be courageous. You need to be tactful. You need to be observant. And at the end of it all, you need to be ready to die for somebody. So it is not anybody at all. If, for instance, it is because of lack of employment and then you want to join fire service, we know we have a lot of people in the fire service because of lack of employment, they join fire service. But they regret joining the fire service because they realize what they are supposed to do is not what you are expecting to do. Okay. As much as you enjoy the rudiments of firefighting, but because that is not your calling, you would definitely find it difficult. So it is not anybody at all.
All right, can we have our last question?
What are some challenges faced by firefighters?
Yeah, the first challenge faced by firefighters is about the public not knowing our emergency numbers. So there is fire, they call funny numbers that do not get to fire ground. Then when finally we get to know that they said there is fire somewhere, when you get there, they begin to hoot at you that we were calling, you were not picking it. When you ask them what is our emergency number, then they call certain numbers including 999. 999 is not our fire emergency number. It terminates at PNT, it doesn't get to us.
Okay, can we get the main number?
Yes, our emergency number is 192.
Okay.
It's short-coded 192. It's a toll-free.
Okay. Okay.
But the challenge with this number is that the children, they because it's a toll-free, they like abusing it. Okay. They like calling on when there is no emergency. Okay. But as you are calling on 192, you are engaging. Somebody genuinely might need it for emergency. Okay. And then you have blocked it. The person might not access it. So you don't call 192 when there is no emergency. And again, you can also call us on 0302 772 446. 0302 772 446. And those numbers will go to our control room. And then they will pick it. They will ask you where the fire is. Just take your time, give your name, tell them exactly where the fire is. Give them a landmark where we can trace to get where the fire is. But there are times that people will only call there is fire at Ajirigano. Before you want to ask which part of they drop the receiver. So we have to, send people. They will be going around looking. By the time they get to where the fire is, a lot of things have been destroyed. These fires does not only destroy our property, but lives are also lost. So we need to ensure that we prevent it.
All right, so I guess we've heard all the smart, intelligent questions that the kids have asked, but I guess I have my personal questions for our boss here. So in case, like, as we are children, right here, if we are home and maybe our parents are not home with us, or we find ourselves in a position whereby there is a fire, something has sparkled a fire, ignited a fire at home. What are we supposed to do? What are the basic things we are supposed to do in such situations?
Well, any kid detecting a fire, the first thing the person should do is to run out of wherever the fire is and shout fire, fire to alert others, elderly people around, to let them understand that there is fire in there.
Okay.
If they have access to any phone, they can call the 192. The moment they call the 192, they should shout fire.
Okay.
But if you are a kid, you are in the room and there is fire in, and the whole room is filled with smoke, you don't have to run through the smoke. You will suffer from asphyxiation. What you should do is that you go down on your belly. You crawl on your belly. 2 feet from the smoke is oxygen, and it is clear. So you need to crawl on your belly wherever you are, because it is smoke-filled room. Then you'll be able to get out. But thinking that you can run through the smoke, you might not get at the other end of it.
Wow.
But unfortunately, if your dress should be on fire on you, don't run with it. The more you run with it, you'll be fanning it. So you only have to drop and roll. If you are rolling, any portion that touches the floor will be lack of oxygen and will begin to go off. So you begin just to roll. But make sure that you alert elderly persons, shout anybody passing that there is fire in your room, and then those elders will be able to assist you.
Okay, so have you heard him? When there is fire at home and you are alone, you shout that there is fire, or you run away from the house. If the fire is not intense, if it's intense, you lie on the floor and crawl on the ground, right?
Yes.
We have other practical aspects to do. So before that, I would want Sabili to give us a word of advice. Then we'll move to the other aspects of it. So
most of the fires that we'll be fighting are caused by children, because they like playing other sources of heat, matches and all that. It is dangerous play with sources of heat. So the best they should do is to prevent fire, is to ensure that they don't play with other sources of heat. The other thing that we also seen with children is they like playing with sockets and switches on the wall. They will be putting in metals and other things. It bridges. Okay. The moment it bridges, it creates excessive heat that has also resulted to fire in their home. But what it is necessary also for the children to ensure that fire prevention is necessary in their home. So they should ensure that they don't play with any negative or other sources of heat that will cause fire.
Okay, so I think that's concise enough for all of us to understand. So we'll move to the next important segment. See you there. Stay glued. It's the Bambini Show.
Bambini time.
Bambini, Bambini.
It's also used to extinguish fire.
Okay.
When you're in your kitchen,
yes,
and your cooker is on fire,
okay,
you need to pick the sack.
okay.
So in your kitchen, you are supposed to have at least 2 of these juice sacks in your kitchen.
Okay.
So that in case your cooker is on fire, you don't have to use water, because that is class B fire.
Okay.
Class B fire, you don't use water. So in your kitchen, you don't use water to extinguish fire. You can pick the sack, you dip it in water. You quickly have to dip it in the water and just squeeze it. Just squeeze it and hold it. You hold it this way. You watch the wind direction. You don't have to let the wind be on you like this. So you have to be moving with it. Then what you should do is to make sure you cover it. Now that I've covered it, oxygen will not get into it. So the fire will go off.
Okay, so which class of fire is it?
Class B. That is flammable substance.
Okay. That's with the gas and generators and...
No, the gas is class C.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But the generator, if it is the liquid, the petrol or the diesel that is burning, is class B.
Yeah, so class B fires with your oil, with your perfume, with those, they are burning. You don't use water because you are looking at density pattern. The water is heavier. If you go down, density pattern, the water fire out. Then if you cover it, you want to fan on if the fire is off. You don't pick it.
You can just imagine when you use water. So if I use more of the water, I would rather spread the fire. So you don't use water for flammable substances. All right, let me have you.
Okay, just 2 questions. You, madam.
Okay.
Apart from this, can we use any sack?
No, the sack should be thick. It should be made up of fiber. And then what you can use is your blankets. The blankets on your bed is also thick.
heavy.
You can still use the blankets. The pin you are seeing here is called the safety pin.
The safety pin?
Yeah, the safety pin. That is the white thing here.
Okay.
It is preventing accidental operation in terms of carrying.
Oh, okay.
But the down is handle. You carry extinguisher this way. You don't carry extinguisher this way. So you carry it by the handle. The top one is the trigger.
Okay.
So if you want to use it, you have to press the top one.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to fight fire, you remove the pin. Then you carry the extinguisher. Then you watch the wind direction.
Okay.
Then you come behind it. You hold this before you press it and stick.
That was quite scary. I think that's the safest way to extinguish
Yes,
fire.
and I believe you try your hand on it. So let me set
I'm a
it
bit
there.
scared. It's the Bambini show and we are at Miniville Classic Academy inside East Legon, Adrengano, and as you can see, we've learnt a lot. I have personally learnt a lot. If not today, I don't think I've even held a fire extinguisher before. I didn't know how to fight a fire until now, and I'm sure you've learned so much. You will apply them at home in case there's a fire outbreak. So it's been an amazing 30 minutes spending time with you here on the Bambini show. I want to take this opportunity to thank Sabili so much and his team for taking time of their busy schedules to come here, join us. This is more than an enlightenment. This is, in fact, this is a learning process, and we want to say we are very grateful for him. Bambini Show is hosting a kids fan fair. A kids fan fair on the 1st of December 2017 at the Effa Sutherland's Park, and it's going to begin at 9 a.m. Be there, don't miss it. There'll be lots of food, ice cream, there'll be dancing, there'll be so many things that you would wish you hadn't missed it. So I am asking you to come. So stay tuned. Again next week, we'll come your way again with more exciting topics to discuss. My name is Dede and I am your host for the Bambini Show. So kids, can we say bye-bye to the camera? No, first of all, can we say thank you to Sabili?
Thank you.
I can't hear you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, Bambini Show, we'll meet you again next week. Bye-bye.
Say
Bambini.